When I was younger, I lived in the suburbs, which meant I was really only about 10 minutes walk away from a farm. Now I remember coming home from work one day and seeing this pack of dogs, the local dogs, the Spots and the Triggers and the Rex, all gathered together, about 20 dogs, all making headway towards the fields, which meant bad news for the animals, bad news for the farmers, because that's what dogs do in that context. They go back to their primitive states. Now that reminds me a little bit of belief systems. Belief systems very often, they can be limitations by themselves, but as a group, as a pack, they can actually hold you back from your success, or they can hold you back from being all that you can be. As a result, a lot of people, they tend to challenge certain limited belief systems. They tend to get by them and get over them, get through them, but there's other belief systems underneath. The belief systems, the strong ones, like I can't be successful, they say, or I'm not good enough, or they say, I can't be that type of person. These are literally insidious belief systems that underpin, very often we call them imprints or stem beliefs, that actually prevent us from accelerating your progress to the level that you want to go. Now, if you were using the Metamodel, which you may have learned on your Practitioner, that would be a little bit like getting one of the dogs, trapping them and pulling them away from harm's way. And that's fine for a limited amount of time. You can't keep a dog locked up in that way. But the reality is that really what we need to do is we need to attack the whole system. We need to combine that and literally to diffuse the conflict, to get rid of the difficulties that are there, the limitation, the proposition that could be the consequence of a person destroying their life, or in the case of the dogs, actually destroying an animal's life. So with that in mind, when you begin to get faced, and you'll find that this will happen, that if you're working with a client will go into a confused state, not understand where they're going. You'll ask them, you know, what's the matter or what's up? And you say, well, I just can't be successful. And you say, well, at what? And so, well, I don't really know. Basically, so, and what stops you from being? Well, basically, I don't know. And what would happen if you could? Well, I just can't see myself. And you get this cloud of emotion around the client in that context. They don't really know, it's unconscious. That's telling you that the belief system is unconscious, and that generally tends to stem from three things: helplessness, hopelessness, and worthlessness. So it's a really good idea to begin to challenge it in a different way. Some of the questions that we will use in that context will say, well, how are you getting on with that belief system? Or what has to be true for you to believe in that? Or what would happen if you begin to change that belief system? We begin to go up higher and look down at the belief system itself, because when you do that, then it becomes a thing that can be changed. Now, we dig a lot deeper, we go a lot further, and we begin to change those imprint experiences so that the person can become successful in their lives, the deep success that you deserve. If you're interested in that, we do a lot more of that on the Master Prac.